Okay, my presentation's about ballet. What I'm pretty much explaining is what muscles are used, benefits of ballet, and then I'm explaining the whole class concept to you. All right, first I'm going to talk about the different sections of your body. Your upper body is the first section. This includes your arms and back. Your arms are basically used to create angles, curves, and straight lines, while your back is used to support your upper body and help turn out your arms. Basically, your back is used to support your upper body. Your middle body is next. This includes your torso, which is mainly your core. Your core muscles are used to help you balance and control the parts of your body, which includes basically your abs. And then your lower body, which includes your glutes, legs, ankles, and feet. Your glutes are used to help lift and turn out your legs. The legs help you stand, bend, move, etc. Also, your ankles and feet are used to rotate your feet, point your toes, and bend your feet and ankles. Basically, the lower body is where most of your flexibility kind of lies. All right, what muscles are strengthened in ballet? Your first muscles that are strengthened are your quadriceps and hamstrings. Your quadriceps are strengthened because a dancer's ability to have long and high leg extensions. For dancers, that is mostly ideal. It adds for a better look on stage. This assists with full knee extensions and hip flexation. And the hamstrings are strengthened because having to do deep knee bends, which make the hamstrings contract. When you would do a deep knee bend would be either when doing a play or landing from a jump. Hip and gluteal muscles. Dancers use their hip rotator and gluteal muscles to rotate their legs outward and to do their turnout. Turnout is when you basically turn your legs outward. Basically, you pull your muscles underneath you, which makes your legs rotate outward along with your feet. This allows them to sustain the rotation during their leg extensions, leaps, and turns. All right, calves and feet. The muscles in the lower legs and feet are strengthened every time they point or rise to stand on their toes. This also strengthens your bar exercises and when jumping and landing. Your back and core. Abdominal back and pelvic muscles are used to provide stability to dancers. These muscles are kept engaged in poses, turns, leaps, and jumps. Core muscles are used to help balance as well as have a good alignment. I can't really see what it says, but all right. These have good alignment. This allows for dancers to have a better chance for protection from injury. And here's an image of your muscular system. Basically, what I was mostly focusing on was your quadriceps, your gluteals, your hamstrings, and basically your upper back over here, along with your arms. And then some common dance-related injuries, no matter what kind of dance you're technically doing. A bursitis. This is a painful inflammation in the bursa, which is a sac that kind of pattens your joint and it helps to reduce friction when you rotate. This is normally caused by repetitive friction from a tight muscle or movement that was poorly executed. Let's say you're doing a jump and you land like with your leg in the wrong position. This can easily cause a bursitis. A joint sprain, which is a tear in the ligament, which is a tissue that connects one bone to another. This occurs when the ligament is overstretched or when a joint is bent wrong in the wrong direction. For example, this would be rolling over your ankle. A muscle strain is a muscle tear which normally occurs during quick movements of sudden hard muscle contraction, normally when a dancer is not fully warmed up to dance. Shin splits, which are painful and occur in the front of the lower leg. It develops after repetitive use of legs in weight-bearing exercises such as running and jumping. Basically, once you do repetitive jumps and you land really hard. Stress fractures. This is an incomplete break forms in the bone, normally caused by repetitive landing from jumps, and is often resulted from shin splits. The photo on the left is a shin split, which if you look at the arrows, you will see a tiny little crack that doesn't go all the way through the bone. And then the one on the right is a stress fracture, which it shows your second big toe, which has a small little crack in it if you look where the arrow is pointing. Basically, shin splits and stress fractures are pretty much related. And then some preventions for dance injuries. Basically, make sure you eat well and stay hydrated. Get enough sleep and do not overtrain your body. That's very important, as some dancers can possibly overtrain and they can pretty much just shut down and their body is not really functional for dance anymore. Do different kinds of cross-training exercises to build up strength and endurance in your body. Basically, let's say you're doing a turning exercise, add more play so you can which is bending movement, so you can bend your knees more and also get your hamstrings and everything else there stretched, along with what you would also normally stretch while turning. Wear correct attire and shoes. Basically, make sure let's say since it's ballet, you normally wear a leotard and tights, and you normally wear ballet shoes or pointe shoes. Let's say you're doing that, you don't want to, let's say, it sounds ridiculous, but let's say you don't want to use tap shoes for it, or jazz shoes, or God forbid heels, and try doing this kind of dancing, you could seriously injure yourself. Basically, warm up before you practice or have a performance. Make sure all your muscles have been used and are pretty much functional while you're dancing. Have a healthy lifestyle to get to know your body functions and how it operates. Everyone's body functions completely different. Basically, what you have to do is figure out why your body functions the way it is and what parts of your body are completely different or act differently than other people's bodies do. Okay, parts of dance to maintain focus on. First, you need to maintain focus. This is mainly important when turning or balancing. You need to pick a focal point in the room, set your eyes on it, and never move your eyes from that spot. When turning is when you call spotting with your eyes in your head. Basically, let's say you're looking at a wall. Focus on something on a wall, like let's say there's a picture there, or focus on yourself in the mirror. Let's say you're doing a turn. When you turn, you move your head, but as soon as your back flips all the way around, move your head back to the front and snap your eyes back to where your focal point was. That's a proper head positioning for turning. Posture. This is more than how you stand and what your muscles are being engaged. It's basically your body language, which means how you hold yourself. Let's say you have poor posture and you basically have slouched shoulders, your back and legs and head are literally not focused or anything. And it can be interpreted in many different ways, such as being tired, sad, bored, unenthusiastic, etc. If you have great posture while standing straight, your arms and legs are in position, your head and eyes are raised. This can say you're ready, determined, and professional, etc. Angles. Choreography in dance is about how you decide to express yourself. Some styles of dance require you to make your body with clean lines, such as dance team. Others may require you to be fluid and live, such as modern. Another mixture between these clean lines and fluid might be ballet, for example, where your body can be straight, curved, and fluid in movements. The best way to work on the right style is by dancing in front of a mirror to make sure you're doing the choreography and staying in style correctly. Alright, structure of ballet class. Your first part of ballet class is the bar. Yes, there is literally a bar you use in ballet class, but it's also the name of an exercise. You basically do this exercise to warm up and strengthen your body. This allows you to establish correct placement, core strength and leg strength, balance and foot articulation, and you're transferring your weight before you get out into the middle of the room and dance. Center floor or center. This takes place in the middle of the room without a bar. This is where you apply what you learn from the bar and learn to dance. This ranges from doing positions, poses, turns, jumps, leaps, and short combinations. Exercises range from adagio, slow, to allegro, fast. Reverence. Reverence is a short combination used to thank your teacher and musician at the end of class. Men bow and women curtsy during the combination, and then standing straight and unmoving until the teacher stands clapping, where you would join in and be allowed to leave. This is technically done in most ballet classes, and let's say you have an older teacher that's very experienced, she would normally have you wait at least a good couple minutes before she would start clapping and allow you to leave to make sure you hold your posture correctly. And sometimes she walks around to fix you. All right. Ballet testing. Dancers are required to specific positions of the arms, feet, and body. This is dependent on what grade level you are in. Here's grades 1 through 5. Each grade level you learn new arms, legs, and body positions, even sometimes new patterns in general. In order to move up to the next grade, you have to pass a test based on the positions, movements, French terms, and theory you learned at that grade level and previous. Yes, you're required to remember previous grade terminology and theory. An examiner comes in to test you. They are former or current dancers, teachers between the years of 50 and 80 years old. Yes, some of them are not exactly the best, and some are too strict, actually. And they are the ones who determine whether you pass or fail the class. In each test, there is between 3 to 5 girls at a time going in a room. Each is thought to be rated the test by his or her teacher. Basically, your teacher determines whether you test or not. This test is really nerve-wracking for most students, test takers, including teachers. In order for a teacher to teach a grade ballet class, they have to take a teacher's exam. This is not uncommon to see students and teachers come out of test having an emotional breakdown because they are so stressed. Once you are done, however, with the test, you anxiously wait to hear from your teacher or examiner to receive your test score sheet and find if you passed. Down below here, I have an image of the Shiketti Grade 1 book. Shiketti is a style of dance that basically started in Italy and came around the world and is a most commonly practiced type of ballet dance. And if I remember correctly, I think there's a total of 3 different types of ballet dances you can do. And Shiketti is one of them. And then finally, benefits of dance. We have physical benefits. It improves your cardiovascular health, which is your heart. Basically, your heart rate gets challenged from performing different body movements and then going at different paces. It improves your strength and balance. Your body, while you're dancing, it may different styles and have to be able to switch at seconds' notice. Gentler on your body. Some types of dances require less demanding body functions, which makes it safer for many people, including elderly. Best recommended for elderly would probably be ballroom dancing. That's typically not as much of a demanding type of dance. Mental benefits. Boost your mind function. This allows you to improve your thinking rate as you age, including memory, planning, and organizing. It challenges your brain by having you recall steps from memory and outputting the steps throughout your body. And it helps elevate your mood, which helps reduce stress, anxiety, and even depression in some cases. It also improves your self-esteem and help you forget the outside world while you dance.